They never ever been able to see the reality of the country and to use the resources that they have. What happened to some of the international community of international countries? They're human beings, like every human being. They're looking for the positive thing for their country, especially when they find a weak leader, a leader who's so weak, who doesn't have a standard, who doesn't have a character, who's leader who's selling his soul. Because if you already sold your soul to the enemy, so where else can you sell to sell your soul? Because to sell your soul to the enemy, you have to do the worst thing. So now, by having an international country come to you and said, well, you have uranium and I want some of your uranium, it's nothing for you to sell it. And that's what happened with Haiti and with the previous president we have in the United States. I saw with my own eyes when the United States has to remove the uranium that we have in Haiti on the dump trucks, not dump trucks, with about 15 to 20 dump trucks with the U.S. military removing the uraniums and take them to the boat. Where is the leadership of Haiti? Nowhere to be found. You know why? Because they're corrupt. They're involved in the same movement that the whole world is trying to do. I want things from you. I know you are not a good leader, and I like the type of leader that you have there because they don't care about the country. They don't care about the people. I will support you. I will stand for you, but I need uranium. I will support you. I will stand for you. I want your oil. I will support you. I will stand for you. I want your gold. And this is how they get rid of Haiti. They rip the country. And because of the type of leadership that you have there, they don't see any better than that. They want things for themselves, put in their pocket. How would you know if the president come with not a house, he didn't even own a house in the country, and left with $800 million? Where did you get that $800 million? Why don't the international community ask him a question about the $800 million? It's never going on news. Never went on the news. Nobody talk about it because they serve the international community well. All they do, they send a plane and get him on the plane and put him someplace else in the exile. But nobody asks questions. With me in power, you're going to have to tell me, what are you doing?
Maybe unrealistic.
With my uranium, what you going to do with the petrol, with the oil that we have in the country? What you going to do with the gold that you want to exploit? You want to take away from me? The marbles that we have in the country. This is the country's risk. Resources.
Okay.
We don't need these people. 9 million people cannot be in poverty when we have so much resource in the country. It's impossible. The world has to stop doing what they're doing right now. We cannot take it anymore. We need a new leadership that will change the way of life.
Wait, before you scroll away, Democratic headquarters urgently needs you to sign this petition to protect voting rights before the deadline closes. Republicans are trying to disenfranchise millions of Americans from their right to vote. It's shameful but not surprising to see Republicans resorting to Jim Crow-era restrictions to try and seize power. We must do everything within our power to protect the right to vote, but we're still missing your name. So please, add your name before the deadline to stand up for the sacred right to vote.
You like that? That's really
good. Slice this against the grain.
I'm gonna put some bok choy in now.
That looks delicious.
Cool, huh?
Wow.
Our world is facing some big challenges. Chuck Todd breaks them down. Every Thursday, a deep dive into a new topic.
Instead of covering all the big stories, we're going to cover one single subject impacting American politics.
Exploring and explaining the critical issues that affect our future. Meet the Press Reports. Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. Streaming on NBC News Now and available next day on demand on Peacock. For breaking news in our changing world, download the NBC News app.
I'm rolling up my sleeves for my 93-year-old dad. And now it's your turn. Roll up your sleeves, America, and plan your vaccine, because every shot counts. Visit planyourvaccine.com and make your plan.
Right now on NBC News Now.
They've done things like installing cameras to help alert Border Patrol to people crossing. They are escaping a number of conditions there, violence and persecution in their home countries.
The Meet the Press Chuck Toddcast, free wherever you get your podcasts.
Girl Beba has a little key.
I feel weird. Is it a mini stroke? No, it's joy.
We have songs. We have buzz.
I've had three.
Did you just whisper bronies?
I don't know the history of the world.
I was thinking of adding a whoa right before Kermit Forever.
My DMs are filthy.
I got the Oklahoma City bombing and the Politics of Terror, published by Feral House. The author is David Hoffman, but the foreword is by Representative Charles Key.
They are escaping a number of
Well, he could be United
violence
States or
and
state.
persecution in their home countries.
They are speaking out against laws that they feel would make it harder for Texas voters to cast their ballot.
There's excitement that we are now turning the corner. We heard the mask mandate and mask guidance coming from the CDC earlier today.
We have a team of correspondents covering this breaking story for us today.
Ready actors.
An indie horror film, a talented young actress, and a deadly shot. Dateline's newest podcast, Killer Roll.
Action!
Subscribe for free wherever you get your podcasts.
Welcome back. Some of the stories making news right now. The death toll in the Surfside building collapse has risen to 95. 14 people remain unaccounted for. 85 of the victims have been identified. No one has been pulled out of that rubble alive. The mayor of Miami-Dade County said that the identification process has become more difficult as time goes on. The search and recovery mission is now in its 20th day. Crews are still cleaning up after medical waste, including needles, washed up along the Jersey shore. Take a look at this. Hundreds of needles came ashore in central Jersey after last week's torrential rains. Experts say the heavy rain flooded sewer systems and pushed even more trash.
Hello? I have a vacuum.
What?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I usually other times.
Okay. Let me know when you're going to vacuum and I'll move.
Okay. I'm going to start over here and then
Okay.
And where can I plug it where it don't do nothing?
You may have to unplug the fan. Or is there an outlet available right there? Yeah, just unplug the fan from the outlet.
What are you talking about? I'm a kid. She really want to wrong kid. Destination X-Plane.
that. I'm gonna go over there. Did you turn the light on the one that's far from yours? Yeah, thank you. It looks nice. You've got a powerful vacuum.
Yeah, Bison, I think it is.
Yeah.
Bison, whatever. Work pretty good. I appreciate them. Yeah. Bison. That's what Bison. Your area is clean.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Can you change the water? Or you just put the salt in there to get it ready?
I had the salt in there. I used it yesterday. It's a little dirty, but I can use it one more time.
Oh, okay. Just asking.
Okay. Well, if it's tomorrow, what time should I look for you?
Let me check and see if that is actually
today. Oh, Thursday.
Oh,
It's
okay.
Thursday. Sometime in the afternoon, right after 1.
Right after 1?
Somewhere
Okay.
after 1.
Thanks a lot, Fontaine.
You're welcome.
I've probably mentioned this before, but OKC took place on Harry's birthday, April 19th. Oklahoma City bombing. I'm gonna upload this.